Hi, this is Ann with Graphic Design How To, and today I'm going to show you how to automatically style a Google Sheet or an Excel file that you brought into Adobe InDesign. So when you place it, it'll automatically have, your row colors, your strokes, and your fonts and that kind of thing. All right, let's get started. First, you need to import your Google Sheet or your Excel file. And if you don't know how to do that, I do have another video right up here that shows the process. Okay, so I have my placed Google Sheet in my InDesign document. This is actually an XLS file. Okay, so we want to create a table style that automatically formats header rows, fonts, and alternating row colors. So I'm going to go ahead and format this table the way that I want. I'll go to Table, Cell Options, and Strokes and Fills. I already have a 1-point stroke on this with a solid line, but if you don't have that, this is where you could add it. I'll go ahead and cancel that because obviously I do have it. I'm going to have my tables always have a header row. So I'll select the top row, right-click, and choose Convert to Header Rows. I'm going to highlight this header row, and then I'll change the text to Arial Bold. And then I'll add a new paragraph style. If you're not seeing paragraph styles, those are under Window, Styles, and Paragraph Styles right here. I'll come down here to create a new style. I'll double click it, and I'm going to call this Arial Bold. And if I come down here to Basic Character Formats, I can see Arial Bold here. I'll say OK. Then I'll select the rest of the cells, and I'm going to make those Arial Regular. And I'll make those a little smaller, maybe 11 point. I'll create a new paragraph style. I'll double click it and call this one Arial Regular. And we'll say OK. If your text is doing this kind of thing, you can just put your cursor between the cells and move that over so everything will fit. I'm going to select everything and then go to Table, Table Options, and Alternating Fills. And I want every other row to be 20% black. I'll say OK. Now when we click off, we have this effect. Now we need to make some cell styles. So I'm going to select the header row, and I'll open up Cell Styles. That'll be under Window, Styles, and it's right here. And then I'll add a new cell style. I'll double click it. I'll call this one Header Style. And then I'll apply the Arial Bold paragraph style to that. And I'll say OK. Then I'll select the rest of them, create another cell style. I'll double click it, call this one Body Style, and then apply Arial Regular paragraph style to that. So now we're pretty much ready to turn this into a table style. I'll go ahead and pull up my table styles, and that is under Window, Styles, and Table Styles. I'll make a new style. I'll double click it, and we can name it anything we want. At the bottom here, you'll want to link the cell styles. So header rows, we want header styles. For body rows, we want body style. And I'm going to kind of go through these little tabs to make sure everything is right. Table border looks good. And then the fills have the alternating pattern. And I'll say OK. I'm going to select this table and hit Option-Command-C, that's Alt-Control-C, to kind of fit the box to the table. Now I'll import another spreadsheet, so I'll hit Command-D or Control-D. I'll click on the spreadsheet again, and this time I'm going to open up Sheet 2, and I only want A1 through G24. I'll make sure it says Unformatted Table, and then I'll put the table style as Spreadsheet, the one we just made, and I'll say OK. Then I'll click and drag, and as you can see, all of the rows are formatted the same as this table up here. Now, if I do this and I have a header row, I have to select that row, right-click, and choose Convert to Header Rows. And now we get that same style that we have up here. Now, let's say you have put 100 tables in your InDesign document, and your boss says, I don't like the gray alternating color here. Can we change that to pink? The way you have set this up, it's very easy to change all of them at once. So you can double click the table style, come down here to fills, for example, and change this to 20% pink instead. And then when you say OK, it will update all the tables in your entire document. Another thing to think about is if you want this table style in another document, you can just open the other document and copy and paste this table in. So I've opened this other document and I'll just copy this table, paste it in, and then delete it. When you do that, you still have the table style here in your table styles. Even though you deleted it, you still have your cell styles, paragraph styles, and everything. So if you want to put a similarly styled table in this document, you can just go through that same process. Choose the table style here and say OK. And then convert that first row to a header row. So the cool thing about this is you could just have a tables document with a bunch of different styles of tables that you like. Then you can just copy this one, if you like that style, into your new document. Or if you want a pink one, you can come and copy this one. So I think it's a great idea to set up your tables how you want them. Copy them into a tables document like this with table styles, cell styles, and paragraph styles, and then just save yourself the work. Next time you need a table that looks like this, copy and paste it from this tables template, if that makes sense. All right, I hope this video helped you. If you liked it and you want to see more videos like this, just click the subscribe button. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.